All right, Capricorn, you have been my problem child this week. Been having a hard time with your readings, your messages. And every time I keep trying to shuffle and take care of everything, this camera keeps starting prematurely. It just won't let me, you know, something is like anxious or eager. I don't know what is going on. So you know what, this calls for Tarot Z. So here we go, Capricorn. What is going on this week? No. You want me to do a collective? We're doing a collective. Okay. All right. Capricorn, you're going to have to hang tight. It may actually involve a Capricorn. That's what I'm getting. All right. So, Four of Swords came out sideways. Somebody needs to hold off. Well, there's a Tower. And there is a Knight of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Tell me about this Tower. Okay. Something that somebody is doing is because of, it's almost out of selfishness. Well, I don't know that it's necessary. Well, with the Devil's here. The Devil's here. You have the Three of Cups. Okay. Somebody was unable to break the spell. Somebody was unable to break the spell. That's a realization that somebody has, and maybe it's time to press on. Time to move on. Press on. Let's press on. Okay. Somebody was waiting for another person. That's what it is. Somebody was waiting for another person, waiting to hear from another person, and there could have been some sort of I don't know how it was they were notified. Maybe it's revelation. Tower can just be like, you know what, there it is. You know, it's kind of like either something, well, we'll just leave it at that. All right. Somehow somebody found out something that they needed to know. That somebody was unable to break the spell that another person had over them. Okay. I think somebody's actually coming to the realization that, you know, something wouldn't work anyway. It wouldn't work because, you know, we're two different people. I liked you. I would like to have gotten to know you better. But something about that life or that lifestyle just wasn't, probably we weren't really in alignment. Okay. So that's a realization that somebody's kind of coming into, some sort of a truth. Okay. It's just being realistic. Let's be realistic here. I couldn't have lived that life. It just wasn't for me. Like that. Okay. Queen of Wands. It was definitely a desire, though. Definitely a desire. Eight of Wands. Okay. Six of Wands. Now, there's somebody who actually probably sees this person. Queen of Cups. Hang on. Okay. Well, getting back to this, it's this energy is very conducive. Where do these words come from? Okay. Now, you have the moon here. Is it possible? Of course. You know, I tend to believe anything's possible. I'm very mixed. Now, there is something that you both definitely have in common. Is it that somebody's holding on to it? Somebody definitely could be holding on to it. Hidden. Some sort of a hidden hope, maybe? Chariot. So, yeah, Ten of Swords is sideways. You have the Five of Pentacles here. It's like there's somebody that doesn't want to give up. So whatever this is, this isn't about the ex, okay? It's not about the ex. This is not somebody that you had any kind of intimate relations with. Okay. So, it's not the ex. This is just somebody who, you know, maybe you both took a liking to each other and something happened, or one person probably could have flaked off or whatever it was, and you know, maybe somebody had seen something about this person or saw something, because, you know, whenever we date, whenever we do something, whenever we meet people, we idolize them. We see them in a very perfect or different image. We see them at their best. We don't generally see them when they're relaxed. We don't generally see them in their, you know, natural habitat. Okay? And that's what you have. So, you know, if you met somebody and then maybe like you had seen them, something about them on their, you know, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, saw something about them and was like, you know what? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's maybe it's not such a big deal, because you know what? Yeah, it probably wouldn't have worked. You know, we don't really. It's kind of like that kind of realization. So it's kind of like that dynamic is what I'm getting. So it's not about the ex. All right. However, somebody feels like there still could be a possibility. There really still could be some sort of a possibility or some kind of a chance. There is definitely something in common. Now, the problem is we have this devil here, right? And definitely somebody was, so somebody could have been left. They could have been ghosted. They could have been, somebody definitely moved on from something. However, okay. I feel like what this is somebody got a clarification about somebody that maybe they were talking to at some point, that they were dealing with at some point. They're not technically an ex. Chances are this person could have been very, very vindictive, spiteful, angry, bitter. They liked confrontation. There's something about them is very, not very pretty. That noise is Dexter. Okay. He hates my cat. Yeah, they get along, but he still hates them. Hates them. He doesn't hurt them, but he makes this scary noise. Anyway, he never hurts them. It's like he tries to do something to scare him. Okay. However, with this, let's go off of that. This person could have done something to scare you. Could it have been intentional? Let's see. Either you did something to scare them or they did something to scare you. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody decided for whatever reason not to go forward with another person and to go forward by themselves. Somebody was a little bit too, somebody could have been very, somebody could have been too soft, too slow, too gentle. Yeah. So somebody was waiting for this person to make some sort of a move. All right, I'm not going to keep digging into that. I don't know why. It's like, so maybe that's what it is. Somebody just wanted to know why. Well, that's why. All right. It's somebody probably wasn't, they were a little bit boring. They weren't as enchanting. They weren't as lusty as they had hoped. Okay. There was nothing that kind of drew them in, that attracted them. They might have liked them. They might have liked the way that they looked. They might have liked a lot of things about this person. But once they kind of like, you know, hung out, was chill, hanging out with them, whatever, they were just like, this person isn't as confident as I thought they were. It's not attractive to me. They're just kind of boring. They're kind of dull. I need something else that's going to grab my attention, that's going to stimulate me. So that's probably why that person ran off. Now, you or whoever you are, or whatever, whoever you are in this scenario. Now, that person that was probably left or ghosted, that person that moved on from them, that other person, the one that was too slow, the one that was seen as boring, may have seen a glimpse into this person's life. They may have seen something about them on, you know, a social media or something like that, or maybe they heard something about them and was like, you know what, it's cool. You know, it's probably a good thing, because yeah, I can definitely see that we probably weren't aligned. I could not fit into the life that this person has, because I feel like somebody saw something about them. Okay. So it's kind of like, it's all good. There's no more questions. There's no more questions. It's good. It's good. Okay. All right. There's that Five of Pentacles again. It was destined to come out. Justice. Justice. So think of it this way. That's your justice served. That is your justice. You finally got your justice. Somebody could have been holding on to that. So this could be like the moral of the story. All right. Let's say you were getting to know somebody, you really liked them, and something happened. Maybe they go to you, something happened, and you just why? Whatever happened with that person? And it might make you think. It might make you feel bad. Might make you think, is there something wrong with me? Yada yada yada. No. It's not what it is, and you probably have been holding on to this in the back of your mind somewhere. However long ago this was, whether it's something fairly recent or if it was something in the past, even distant past. That is your justice. You finding out, seeing something for what it really, really is, realizing that that was necessary. However, because at one time, you may have done anything to hold on to somebody who wasn't for you. Okay? So something spared you that damage and that destruction. Going down that pipeline. Why am I saying that? Going down that loophole. Why am I saying pipeline loop? Why am I? Those don't have anything to do with what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what it was I was talking about. Pipeline loophole. What is going on? Something else is trying to come in. Something's trying to change. This is probably why I look really silly to a lot of people. They're just like, okay, what is she talking about? Because sometimes things slide in. As I'm trying to give my thought and say something, a message comes in mid-speak. Okay. Anyway. Whatever it is that you're finding out. So let's say basically, a lot of people, even though we don't realize it, we technically have a tendency to please others. It's the romantic in us. Okay. So you would have probably done anything you could to hold on to this person had things gone further with them. Knowing that, right now, knowing that whatever happened is probably a good thing. So this is your justice. This is like retribution. It's making something right. Something's being made right. Okay? All right. That's it. Nothing else there. Yep. Three of Swords. Judgment. That kind of happened kind of weird. That wasn't intentional. Okay. Well, it's bittersweet. It may have hurt you at some time, at some point. It may have done something to someone's... It could have done something to somebody's ego, even though I don't necessarily see it, but it could have done something that, No, it couldn't have damaged reputation. Oh! Something about this relationship could have damaged another person's reputation. Okay? It probably... Yeah. Yep. And that's why something had to happen. A lot of times we don't foresee things. We see what we tend to live in the moment of, we see things going a certain way. However, we don't foresee the dangers of doing something or holding on to something that we shouldn't be holding on to. What I'm getting is eventually going down the rabbit hole with whoever this person is or was to you. It could have been something could have happened to damage your reputation. Could it have been this person? Could it have been something? Something about this person could have been damaging. So that's what you were saved from. That's what you were saved from. Yep. And even on a public scale, something very open and, yeah. So if you wanted to know what was going to happen to you, had you stuck it out with this person or tried to hold on to this person or try to force something and being upset that they left or something broke you two apart before continuing something, just know that you were saved, you were spared by destiny or whatever it was. You were spared. Public smear. Just take it at that. However this would have manifested, just know that you were spared public smear. I'm getting public smear. Okay? That could mean multiple things. That could mean from the lowest, form of it to, somebody saying, going on your personal Facebook and telling your friends, that, this or that you were this or that. It could even be, something higher, social media, like a world scale platform. Okay? Somebody doing something to damage reputation. If you have a platform, whether you don't, whether it, that could have actually made you famous. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're a complete nobody, but somebody smears you on Facebook or on some sort of a, like a TikTok. Then you become famous. That's how you become viral. Okay, could be something like that, or it could have even been worse, too far extreme. Could have been serious criminal activity, or even like somebody getting seriously hurt, or ending life situation. Okay, so however, okay. Somebody definitely could have probably become famous, and it wouldn't have been the way that you wanted to become famous. There you have it. Okay. Or you could have become famous by riding their coattails. And let's say it's your job to kind of like make yourself somebody. I'll leave it at that. All right. That's it. All right, collective. There you go. I hope this message lands the way that you need it. And you got something out of it, and it made sense to you. All right, that's it. If you would be so kind, hit the like button. It helps out my channel. If you feel so, leave a comment. Let me know the situation. Did this resonate for you? Also, why don't you give me a subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. That would be so awesome. Anyway, if you think that this... feeling very silly today. If you think that this reading resonated with you, if you think it's your story or it's making sense, and you want to find out a little bit more about it, whatever it is, or anything else, why don't you go ahead and book a private reading with me, okay? In order to do that, you can contact me through email. You speak directly to me, and that is becomethestar1111@gmail.com. Or you can contact me through Instagram. Just send me a direct message. Become the Star. It's all one word, all lowercase. All right. Oh, be careful of scammers. When you do readings with me, you get my full attention. You get me one-on-one. So, if anyone tries to approach you to give you a reading any other way than that, just know that that's the only way that I do them. One-on-one, face-to-face, through video call. Okay? Okay. That's it. Good luck. And I got to get out these Aquarius and Capricorn readings. Forgive me, because I've been a little preoccupied with Dexter and everything. So, all right, collective. See you next time.